Welcome to another episode, Change Tomorrow Today. It's always a treat when the gentlemen's meet.
Church.
I'm your host, Al.
And man, y'all know I'm Ralph, baby. And once again, this part 2, we got Mr. Gage with us.
What
Mr.
up?
Major Gage, you know what I'm
Gage
saying?
In the building.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, part 1 was a real beautiful interview, man. We got to know a lot
Appreciate
about
that.
you, what made you who you are, man.
Yes.
And we left off, we were talking about my son and being able to teach your kids the right way to do things at an early age. And like I was saying, I felt like that's part of the reason why you are the way you are, because of the
Yes.
things that were instilled in you. You know what I'm saying? And I think you was
Absolutely.
telling us about your grandmother.
Yes, man. My grandmother, she used to take me every morning when I was a young child, and she used to take me to the park down in the city, and she had these Black history themed books. One was called Shining Legacy. I can still remember the name of the book. You know what I'm saying? That's how important this was. I must have been like 5 or 6 years old,
Yeah.
and she would just start teaching, reading, writing, arithmetic, Black history.
Yeah.
I mean, real Black history. Like, she was a part
Not the watered down, the
Yeah.
real
authentic
history.
Black
history.
She was a part of it, so
She knows.
She
She knows.
knows.
She was part of the real movement.
Yes, yeah. And so she would, every morning she would teach me these things, and then we would go on these walks, wherever she had business, she had to go take care of this or take care of that, Social Security office or wherever she had to
You
go,
right
she would
there.
take me.
Yeah.
But she would talk to me like I was an adult. My grandmother really literally taught me about mafia conspiracies when I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but she didn't teach me, from the perspective of, violence or, whatever. It's more from the perspective of you need to be aware
Of what's going on.
of things that are going on, particularly the things that are going on that you cannot immediately see.
Yeah.
Things behind
Put
the
the mic a little
behind
bit.
the screen.
We don't want nobody to miss out what
Okay.
you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We don't want nobody missing out on what you giving out, brother.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So she really, everybody played their part,
Yeah.
right? My Uncle Moshe, my dad, my stepfather, my mom, but my grandmother, like this lady, she's like Malcolm X's little sister. How this lady was, right?
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
imagined, from the time that you're 5 years old, having this stuff pumped into your head every day, all day. Black history. She used to call me her little warrior. You know what I'm saying? That was how she addressed me.
Yeah,
From when
yeah.
I was this big.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. So she spoke those words. She put that
spoke
spirit in you.
She put that spirit
Yeah,
in
that's
me,
that fighting spirit in you.
I love it.
And I'll be honest with you, boy. She made you a stubborn mother. Because, boy, you don't play. No. One thing about Major, bro, listen, bro. He has an idea. He feels like very strong about our people like we do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not letting down on that, bro.
Man, I could tell, Major
appreciate
Man,
that.
just looking at you, man.
Yeah, I
looking
appreciate
at you,
that.
brother.
Yes.
I could see the game just seeping out your pores. For
He
real,
is
man.
not letting that go,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
I feel like this. If you can't feel it, then it ain't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I have to be that. I have to personify whatever it is that I am, whatever represents me.
Yeah.
That has to exude from my spirit.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm
yeah.
saying? Otherwise, it's not real. If it's not tangible, if
If you can't smell it,
you can't smell it on
it ain't real.
it ain't real.
Because
Got it,
you have to
got it,
represent
got
it 24/7.
Real
That's
talk.
who you are.
Yeah, got
That's
it.
all.
You know what's funny, bro?
Yeah.
I've been with my wife for 23 years. You've met my wife.
Yes.
Not ever one time have I ever recall you saying, "Man, I want a wife."
Mm.
I don't ever think. Never heard those words come out. your mouth.
Probably not. Probably
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Right.
So it kind of baffles me, brother. Like, you're married now.
Yes.
How did that come about,
Very,
man?
yeah, real talk. I met this amazing young lady,
Mhm.
right? And we clicked almost instantly. Mind you, this is crazy. We met at the club. We met at Cafe Iguanas of all clubs.
The Lizard.
Yes, the Lizard. You feel
Thursday
me?
night or Friday night?
What? It was on Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Actually, well, hold up. Nah, that's significant because the night is important because, first of all, what impressed me about this young lady, and to answer your question, the short answer is
No, go ahead, do your thing.
I met the right person.
Yeah.
You dig? That's the short answer. But getting into the story, we met on Tuesday night. Tuesday is like karaoke, open mic.
Oh, more settled, more
It's more
relaxed.
settled. It's more like
Relaxed.
a speakeasy.
Yes.
You know
yes,
what I'm
yes.
saying?
Yeah.
So it was a vibe on Tuesday. I didn't really care for Friday nights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much don't stop, get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with all that.
Yeah.
So I met her on a Tuesday, right? I go up in the spot and like she's, first of all, it was her first time at Iguanas. And she was 29 years old at the time. Like, dude, what black female in South Florida? It's their first time at Iguanas.
Wow.
At 29,
At 29.
years old, that basically tells you what her mentality was.
Exactly. And I'm like, okay, I'm vibing this. Tell me more. And then she's like, well, I live alone. No roommates. No,
Tell me more.
tell me more. You know what I'm saying? No, I have no kids. Tell me more. I mean, she was just checking all the boxes. You know what I'm saying? We started even, I think 10 minutes in. I'm big on this. I like natural women. That's the long and short of it, right?
Okay.
And
That's your preference. That's your
my
preference.
preference,
Preference,
right?
yeah.
And so, we even talked about that going in. The hair, this and that. Well, I wear my natural hair most of the time. I see you have on very little makeup. Yeah, I like the natural look. That's my vibe. What? She's just going in. I don't, the reason this her first time at Iguanas at 29 is because she don't go out much. She's not
She's
a
homebody.
club person.
Homebody.
She's homebody. I'd rather be at home, doing whatever. Tell me more. I'm like, girl, let me buy you a drink. And I don't buy women drinks. Let me buy you a drink. Because she's just saying all the right things. And I'm like, man, I'm 10 minutes into the conversation. I'm like, man, this is different. We hung out the whole night, bro. We must have left. I think we left at like 3 a.m. I got there at like 10:30, 11. We left at like 3 a.m. We walked out holding hands, bro.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I didn't look at nobody else. I didn't talk to nobody else. I didn't want to. Shorty was just dope.
Was it like some love at first sight
No,
type of deal?
not quite.
Okay.
But
I think it was more like interest at first sight.
Interest at first sight.
right? Because
Okay.
I'm a person. I don't quote many Republicans much, right? But what Ronald Reagan say? Trust but verify. Okay, I'm that guy.
Got it.
So I'm checking her out, and everything is on point. But I need to be sure. And even that night, I'm like, man, if this girl is consistently like this, and this is really who she is, I'm done. I told my mom that weekend. I met her on Tuesday. I told my mom Saturday because we spoke a few more times on the phone. We spoke all night that night. I'm at the club, women everywhere. I'm focused on this one female.
particular person. That's God, bro.
That's God, bro. And I'm not dumb. I know that's God. So I'm going to ride this. You know what I'm saying? To see what's up. So
you probably been praying for something like that
I've
too.
been praying. This is exactly what I've been praying for. And, the illest things, just little subtleties. I offered her another drink.
No, she said no.
No, I have to drive. You know what I'm saying? She's responsible. Yeah, I mean, I'm picking up on everything, bro, because that's what you need.
Yo, you a fool with it. That boy said she's responsible.
I'm saying, like, because cats meet women like this, and they be like, they never really give it a chance.
Right.
They just think, she just another chick. But did you bother to really
Pay attention.
Pay
to the
attention?
details.
Right, details.
Sometimes
Every woman is not the same.
Every woman is not the same. Sometimes it's like, boop, it's smacking you right upside the head, but you're such a doofus. You know what I'm saying?
But not even that. Sometimes it's not even meant for them.
It's not even meant. That too.
meant for them.
Yeah.
That too.
It's not
that
for
too.
them.
So maybe it's good that you went about your way or whatever the case.
Because imagine
may
if
be.
somebody else would have paid attention to your lady before you met her.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have- so it wasn't meant for them. That was yours, bro.
Exactly. So yeah, it was real talk. It just clicked. Everything clicked. And when you don't argue with things like that, when things just fall into place,
Nah, bro, that's God.
So I was like, yeah, I verified things
Yeah.
for a few months. I don't even think it was 60 days, man, and we made it official. You know what I'm saying? And then, a year later, I proposed. You know what I'm saying? And we just got married January 15th of this year.
Oh, okay.
2023. So yeah, we mash it now, man. Like,
Okay.
And nothing's changed, right?
No. She. If anything has changed, she's just gotten better. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows me better. She has more responsibilities now as a wife, the lady of the home. She has more
It
responsibilities.
was meant to be, brother.
And you know what's so dope about her, man? She is not one of these people that runs away or doesn't take pride in her responsibility. She's glad to do this, that. She's glad to cook and clean. It's what she contributes. You know what I'm saying? She's happy to do
Boy,
it.
you look happy, boy.
What?
Hey, your eyes say, I'm happy.
Listen.
That means, man, you must have went through some stuff to find her, huh?
Oh my God! Listen, the knuckleheads before her, yeah, it was not cool. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of knuckleheadery. But you know what? At the end of the day, I look at it like this. I take the positive lesson from it because in her too, she had some people who didn't treat her so well, and, whatever. And we both feel this way. The lessons that I learned from this person prepared me to be in the space to receive you in the manner in which I did.
And appreciate you.
Appreciate, yes, sir.
Because,
yes,
boy,
sir.
it's a
big.
rare thing, man.
That's big, yes.
One of my partners was asking me a question, man. He's like,
Yeah.
man, you love your wife so much, bro. Like, but y'all don't get into like arguments or whatever. I say, man, listen, bro. Sometimes, man, I be wanting to kill her, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like but her good outweighs any little argument we can have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to find somebody you can tolerate.
Real talk.
And I know people like, tolerate? Yeah, because you're living with somebody else. You're
True.
with somebody else. They're not you. You have a certain way of doing things. They're going to have a way of doing things. But you guys got to be able, the little things you guys don't agree on, you got to be able to tolerate.
Exactly.
She's not going to be 100% perfect.
No one is.
You see, but you got to be able to be like, don't even let her get to you.
Shrug it off.
Yeah.
Because we all have flaws.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. I'm sure I'm a difficult person, bro.
Yeah.
hey, I don't think there's another woman that could deal with me aside from my wife, bro. I'm very difficult.
No
bro.
doubt. No doubt.
So, I'll be like,
Man, when you find that person that you click like that with on that level, and you're willing to, I'm full disclosure with my wife. It's a little different, like we really get along well. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had one, maybe two arguments the whole time we've been together. It's
that's
going on
good.
4 years.
That's good.
How long you guys been together?
About 4 years now.
4 years now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we don't argue like that, and a lot of whereas I do respect the tolerate point, you know what I'm saying? I think that another good thing to look for too is somebody that you just enjoy. You legitimately
enjoy their company.
Their company. I never get tired of my wife. Never have. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, you only
You sound
4
like
years.
Teddy P there would say joy.
You only 4 years in, brother. You 4 years in, brother.
Well,
it's not gonna be a tire where I don't want you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, let me just give 5 minutes to myself.
Well, 5 minutes is interesting. I can do 5 minutes.
Yeah, let me get 5 to myself. And it's the same thing for her too. Let me get 5.
No. That's cool. We give each other our space.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, space is important.
Space is important.
I'm glad
That's probably why I don't get tired of
Yeah,
her.
I'm glad you brought
know
that
what
up.
I'm saying? Yeah.
Space is very important,
because
man.
like,
No, he's right. He's absolutely right.
I let her, hey, go hang out with your girl. I be telling her go hang out with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
Because
you trying to get you some view time. You think he's slick, man?
No, listen. We know, we get it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't explain it because a lot of guys have this issue with, they get tired of their girl, and I'm not mad at them for that either. But I really legit don't. Like, we still to this day be up till 4 a.m.
Knock on wood, my brother.
I'll do it.
May God continue to bless
4
you.
in the morning
Yeah,
talking.
Keep it going just like
Yes,
that, though.
yes,
Sir.
yes.
Sir, brother.
And I know other people who've been together for, I used to say the same thing for 20 years, but they like that. And they still be up till 4 a.m. talking. It's like, I used to be like, how the hell? But I can see myself on that trajectory
Shoot,
now.
my wife and I, man, 10:30, and we snoozing like baby. Because we got 2 kids, man.
Well,
we got a lot
yeah,
going on.
the
Yeah.
kids will do it too.
Oh my God, my son, he's an energy sucker, bro. He'll take your energy. That man can go. As soon as he wake up in the morning, 7, he ready to go.
Yeah, it is, man.
Let's go.
God bless, man. That's a blessing.
Daddy,
though.
get up. Let's go. Yeah.
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 That's beautiful though, man. That's beautiful. God bless your family, man. That's good to see. We grown men now.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With families, with professions. You know what I'm saying? What it's a beautiful thing to see, man, because a lot of us didn't make it here.
True.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us didn't. You know, so I'm thankful for every drop of every moment. You know, that I can enjoy in this life, man. You know, and that's the next thing. You know, family's coming. You know, we've been talking a lot about kids, so that's definitely.
Oh,
in the
we're going
works.
to have some major gauges running around.
it's going down.
Talking about.
It's going down. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait, brother.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful experience.
Yes.
It's almost like you get to see better parts of yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
man.
you go. That's what I'm looking forward to.
When that day come, man, you got to keep us posted, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
for
no,
sure.
no, I'm
Yo,
coming.
yo.
I'm coming to the baby shower.
Yes,
I missed
yes.
the wedding, but I'm coming to the baby
Yeah.
shower.
No, definitely.
I got
We in the building.
Yeah, I got to see the your junior, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely,
building,
y'all.
yeah.
Y'all are invited. You know, this is the pre-invite. You know, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can't wait, man. Real talk.
Right.
It's gonna be something. Yeah.
Right.
With everything that you involve in, man.
Yeah.
You keep yourself very active in the community.
Mhm.
You keep yourself very active in everything that's going on internally with us folks, black
Yes.
folks. Especially,
Yes.
you know, like you're very passionate. When you are so in it, so deep in it, and you watch the culture, I wouldn't even call it evolve, because it's not evolving, bro. It's I don't know what I would call it, because it's almost like we're going back.
It's regressing.
Yeah, man.
It's
in a
devolving.
in a terrible way.
Yeah.
What's your stand on that, though?
It disgusts me. You know, at the end of the day, if you remember, you know, I said I gave the first reason that I stopped rapping. The second reason, and probably the biggest reason that I stopped rapping, is because I started seeing all the despicable things in hip hop culture. You know, the things that people were rapping about, you know, the way the women were carrying themselves in hip hop, the whole strip club, dope boy culture within the culture.
It's forced on. It was forced
Yeah.
on us. A
It
lot of the stuff that we see today, it's forced on us through music, bro.
True.
Music.
Very much true. And people have to understand it. You know, yes, you do have some people, you know, who have done some unscrupulous things within the industry, but you have to understand the white supremacists putting the battery in their backs. Because you have a lot of all of these record labels, let's just call it what it is. All of these record labels and these, you know, television networks that put all this ratchet programming out there, black people don't own these.
No,
Yeah.
of course not.
You understand
That's
what I'm
the great.
saying?
That's
No, of course
that's
not.
Crazy.
So we have to make sure that we're you know, killing at the root. You understand? Or we're really going after now. That doesn't mean that these other people are absolved of any wrongdoing.
Right.
The people that are putting on the blackface, you know, and going out and acting out these stereotypical
Stereotypes,
image of us.
yeah.
They are not absolved of any wrongdoing, but it's really the white supremacists behind them putting the
You don't
batteries in
think
their back.
you don't give them any blame? I give them blame.
I
because
give them both blame.
Oh, okay. Because I
But
was gonna say you're doing it for a check. You killing your own
yes.
for a check.
they're still, like I said, doesn't absolve them of any wrongdoing. But the white supremacists behind it are the ones putting the batteries in their back.
They're the
Yeah.
puppeteers. They're the
They're
puppeteers. They're the
Yeah.
puppeteers.
They're the source.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, strangely, we had a magazine in hip hop called The Source, owned by
Oh yes, back in the day. Yeah.
you know, owned by some people who are not of the culture.
of the culture.
Just
yeah.
like BET wasn't owned by
Yeah.
everything.
It was owned by us,
What?
At one point in
at one
time.
point.
and then they sold
They
it.
sold it.
And now look, that's a prime example of what I'm saying. Because when it was black owned, you had shows like Teen Summit, you had shows like Vibrations, where they had, you know, they interviewed people like Shahrazad Ali,
Yeah.
Mr. Farrakhan, so forth.
Yeah. I remember.
When was the last time you saw Farrakhan be interviewed on BET now that it's white owned?
What? Tyler Perry just recently bought it this year, so now it's
No,
black
I don't
owned
think
again.
I don't think
No.
they went through with the sale yet.
No.
Oh, they didn't go through with the
That's
sale
still
yet?
No.
pending.
Oh, still Viacom.
still
Viacom
pending.
is still behind.
Still
Okay.
pending.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
And
still
even
pending.
I hate to say it, I really try to understand where our brother's going. So I have a love-hate relationship with Tyler Perry because Tyler Perry, he does put a lot of black people on. He does put a lot of black people to work.
Yes.
But some of that programming and what it's saying, the messaging he's putting out there. So I don't know. I hope.
But see, you're
hope-
about to say something that a lot of people are not even aware of because they're not even. So you got to be conscious to see what you're about to say.
I'm just saying.
I peeped it, but
just saying.
and I about to tell my wife that she's like, oh, it's a recurring thing within his
Yes.
programming.
Yes, there's a lot of toxicity in his programming and just a lot of, I wish Tyler Perry was as pro-black as he is pro-LGBT. That would be great. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't have anything, hateful to say about people of the LGBT community. But, you have all of these black people that are kind of like their mascots out here, promoting and pushing and forcing a certain agenda on black society. But they have none of the same positive messaging about black society.
Right.
The larger group is black society. Black LGBT people in this country represent less than 1% of the population. Us as a group, us as a whole, what gives us commonality is our race. That's what we should be rallying behind.
Yeah.
If we say, hey, all brothers and sisters, we got your back, like them brothers down at the riverboat did.
Yeah.
If we say that, then that'll cover the LGBT black people too. You understand? It's not, we don't have to exclude them. You understand what I'm saying? But we also don't have to take their agendas and try to force them on black society.
True.
Which, if you sit down and watch Tyler Perry programming for 10 minutes, bruh, you're going to see some things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in every caption, you got the rainbow flag or whatever the case may be. And you got, the drag shows and this stuff, but nothing pro-black.
Yeah, but you speaking of empowerment.
Yes.
You gotta understand. I don't believe in this country they want us to be empowered.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I mean, from when I was a kid, man, I've yet to see anything empowering when it comes to us.
Never.
You see what I'm saying? Even those people that you might have hold in high regards, like I grew up watching the Cosby Show. I thought Cosby was a dope dad, like
Yeah, he was.
man, or Family Matters.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Family Matters. Yeah,
Hanging with Mr. Cooper, like
Yeah.
these different shows. You seen black men being in the family role,
Yes.
or in the house with LL Cool J.
Yeah, I
those weren't
remember.
his kids, but he embraced them like those
That was
kind.
fly.
Yeah, it was
What
really
about
fly.
what about the other show? What's his name? What's his name, man?
Which one?
Steve Harvey. He was the principal or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I remember that show.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
the name
yeah.
of it, but I
Mr. Hightower.
No, that was his name, but I forgot his the
forgot
show.
the name of the
The
show,
name of the
too.
show. That was really dope as well.
Excellent show.
too.
Yeah.
Excellent
That
show.
was really dope. But and you watch as we get older, you see now they bring they bring Cosby into the forefront. Oh, he's a rapist. When you look at it, any prominent, strong black male that people gravitate towards that they're like, oh, I like this person. He represents what the culture should be about.
Yeah.
They eventually, man, they get hung.
They tear it
Yeah,
down.
they tear
out
them
of their
down.
Yeah,
way.
tear them
Yeah.
They go out of their way to destroy them.
Yeah,
And-
no black man leave this earth. No prominent black man leaves this earth unscathed, bro. They're gonna dirty you up. They're gonna find some dirt and they're gonna put it on you, bro.
Eddie Griffin said that. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. It's 1,000% true because at the end of the day, two things. Yes, they're going to go out of their way to dirty you up or whatever the case may be, smear you. But they're also going to go out of their way to try to effeminize you. Dave Chappelle talked about how they try to put every strong brother in a damn dress. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to push back against that as a society.
If you're against it, like
Yeah.
I said, like we're men right here, man. You know what I'm saying? We have a preference. Our preference is women.
Yeah.
Not saying if your preference is you like the same sex. We're not judging you.
Right.
That's cool. But what we're saying is don't force it on me.
Right.
Like don't try to make it seem like I have to become feminine. For me
Correct.
to,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm still a man. I'm a man.
Yeah.
And I can respect you. Respect me.
Yeah.
Let's keep it at that.
Live and let live.
Yeah. Let's keep it at that. And like you said, the only thing we should be worrying about is our color.
Yes.
That's the thing we need to be pushing as one.
That should be in the forefront.
It shouldn't be nothing that shouldn't be this cause, that cause. What cause are you all talking? Because it ain't but one cause.
Yeah, one cause.
This right here is the cause.
Right. Real talk. Real talk.
That's the cause that we need to worry about,
But
man.
they have had a problem with strong black men being in the forefront of anything since the 70s. That's why
course.
That's why the James character was written out of the show Good Time.
Yeah, of course.
They're on record saying this. Florida Evans, Esther Rose, shout out to that sister.
Yeah, she
was
said
a
it.
writer.
She said it. Yeah, she said
She
it.
said this. The character John Amos, he said as much. They have had a problem, even in television. This is not a real show.
But it's called programming for a reason.
It's called programming for a reason. You
It's
took the words right out of my mouth.
They're programming you to, especially the women in our culture. They're programming them to think a certain way. They're programming them to think. You want to be alone. You don't have a man. You got 2, 3, 4 kids. It's fine. You can make it on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wants you to do this and do that. You don't gotta like when you listen to music today, bro. Like the female artist that's rapping,
man.
whatever they're saying,
Oh.
and this is the thing that baffles me. They're married, so there's no way you're telling me you're behaving like this. You're married, right? There has to be. Anybody with intelligence has to know it's a lie there. It's not.
Of course.
You tell me you don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do nothing.
Right.
You don't do this, you don't do that. But yet you're married with children.
Of course.
And this is
course.
what you're selling to the people. That's your fans.
Yeah, but that's the labels behind that, pushing that
Yeah,
agenda.
but as we could blame the label, but I blame the person.
True,
Because you don't have to go through what the label's saying.
Yeah.
At some point in time, when are you going to revolt and say, this is wrong?
Right.
I'm leading my people in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Because not all of us are not thinkers.
Right. But see, going
Most of
back
us.
to what Major said, right? There's not enough strong leaders in the community, man.
That's the problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way our thinking, because everything starts with our thinking too. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not thinking with our first original mind.
No.
You know what I mean? As the
hardly.
African people,
Exactly.
we're not thinking with our first minds. We're thinking with the minds that were given to us, man, by the other nations. By these other people.
Yeah,
True.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And you said something that was very important too, Gage. Earlier today,
Yeah.
on being on code. Yes,
It's huge.
about politics.
Yes, about
You know what I'm saying?
politics. And
Leverage.
on
Leveraging.
code generally.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. Being on code is just a simple practice of, like I was saying, step into the people as one front, as one group, as one voice.
One people, one person, one voice,
people.
yeah.
We have so much division, unfortunately, within our community, where, I'm not black, I'm this, I'm not black, I'm that. People say it all the time, particularly, unfortunately, a lot of our brothers from foreign countries, and I have people in my family from foreign countries, but a lot of them come here with the idea
That they're black is different than
we better than them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bruh, you starting off wrong because you're coming into their house. You're a guest. You show respect when you're in someone else's house. You know what I'm saying? I would never. And I'm part Kenyan. I would never go to Kenya and be like, oh, these Kenyans are lazy, and these Kenyans, they I would never fix my mouth or anywhere else.
To say that. Yeah.
Go to Jamaica, be like, oh, these Jamaicans, they're not taking advantage of this. And in any one of these countries, you can there's some type of parallel where you can draw a parallel, be like, hey, they're not taking advantage of this. We all got our flaws, right?
Yeah.
But we don't go there like that. But a lot of foreign people come here like that.
Yeah.
The lazy American, and the baby mamas and this and that and whatever. And my thing is, we all have to respect each other's culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Within, the diaspora, all of us have to approach the next man with respect. All these petty differences that we have to end. Go ahead.
Why do you think they come here with that mind state? Who's feeding them? Feeding them that information.
Again, he's going to the white supremacists and their media. Because over there, I know, because I got cousins, who they see cops, right? And they see other little, street shows or whatever. This is what Americans are like to them.
So
you know what I'm
all
saying?
over the world,
And the same thing here.
within our
Yes.
people, they're creating a division.
They
right?
are.
Because now it's not even about skin anymore. It's about what country I'm from, right?
Right.
So my black is more important than your black because I'm more intelligent than y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I watch y'all on TV and y'all monkeys, y'all dummies.
Mm-hmm.
My people, we're strong. We come here, we take over. So it's a division
a
all
division.
over the world. It's not just in America. It's all over the world with
True.
black people. We
Yeah.
cannot do this,
Come
True.
together.
right? Let alone you can't even bring the men and the women together.
Yeah.
That's a
We
whole
are
other-
so far apart as a people. We are the only race of people that does not get along with the women, and the women don't get along with us.
Yeah.
It's almost like the women hate us and we hate them.
Yeah.
We're the only group of people.
It's
You ask a
unfortunate.
white woman what men does she feel she belongs to race wise? White man.
Right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese woman.
Chinese
man.
man.
Mhm.
Arab.
Arab.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no loyalty amongst us.
amongst
Right.
us. We don't have no loyalty.
Yeah.
We want to be with everything other than black.
Right.
unfortunate.
And
You know
we're
what I'm
only,
saying?
and we're truthfully, we're fighting one cause.
But the thing
Right.
is, we don't realize that we're being controlled to be like that.
Yeah,
bro.
that's true. But see, then it's on us, though. It's on us.
The awakened ones,
it's incumbent-
the ones that's awakened.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
It's incumbent upon us not to buy into that.
Right.
You know, because we see the same imagery of Africans over here. You know, the kids with the flies, you know, around them, and
It's
the
all-
bloated bellies
it's
and
all-
the warlords.
it's all-
We see that. So
that's
a
what
lot
they
of
feeding us, so
Americans-
we don't go over it.
Right. So a lot of Americans think that's the truth about Africans.
It's all a game.
And it's all a game.
It's all
So
a game.
because they didn't want, you know, when we got the civil rights movement passed here, there was an immigration clause that was included in this a couple days after it passed or whatever. And that is what allowed black people to be able to migrate here in large numbers. Before that, it was not allowed.
I know.
Okay. A lot of people do not know that. Okay. And so it is the brothers and sisters, the black American brothers and sisters back then had the foresight to be like, hey, if we can bring our brothers and sisters from abroad in, we can have some reinforcements. We
stronger.
can all
We'll
work
be
together.
stronger.
We can be stronger.
Yeah.
Which is what Marcus Garvey was trying to do.
That's
as
what
well.
Marcus Garvey was trying to
That
do.
was his movement.
How about he had no support in Jamaica for his movement, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Ran him out of Jamaica with his own movement. You know what I'm saying? So this is the thinking that we have. You got to understand this. You know, so those brothers and sisters did that for a reason. And then, you know, the exact opposite happened. You know, that's significant. You know, those brothers and sisters were trying to bring brothers and sisters
To
from
build,
other places
yeah,
here to
but-
Yeah,
build.
build a
And they
nation.
got here and it's something totally different happened. So we
Well,
have
they got tricked. They got
we have
tricked.
to know not to buy into that. You know,
It's
we have to
easier.
be smarter than
It's
that.
easier said than done, man. Because a lot of people get their information from TV, social media. You know what I'm saying?
Politicians.
Yeah, a lot of people they refuse to understand the work. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That needs to be put in, put aside, and put pride aside. Right? Put all that aside and let's get gritty. Let's get our hands dirty and
Yeah.
let's do the work. We were just speaking about before we started recording about politics.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Why is it that black people can't really get anywhere with whomever's in power? We can never get the things that we need.
Because we don't know how to leverage,
Leverage our votes.
Votes,
Like the
right.
Cubans, like how they do,
Yes.
they leverage their votes,
Yes.
bro. You're not gonna
And they
go
run things.
Yeah,
here, man.
you're not gonna get their vote for free.
for free.
We're the only people, man, that is fixated on just one group.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this forever. It's like you're not getting nowhere.
Yeah, because we
Real
vote
talk.
off emotions.
Yeah.
And stuff. You know
Emotion
what I'm saying?
and fear.
And fear.
And that right there is the trick that the Democrats have been using for
For
the last
ages.
For ages,
For
bro.
ages, man.
and,
Easily.
and to me, to be honest, I don't care about politics, bro.
I don't need
I don't really care, but I'm not dumb to the fact. To me, the Democrats are the worst party, right? To me, because they come up with all these programs, food stamps, right? Section 8, all the things that handicap us in the black community.
Keep us dumbed down.
They
Dumb us
they
down.
keep everything
Keep us
that
dependent
Yeah.
on them.
that's what they do. That's all they do, bro.
That's their
All
agenda.
they remove the man from the household. You don't need them. We're gonna give you Section 8. You know what I'm saying? You can't work. You don't have. Don't worry. We're gonna give you food. They keep our people
Dumb down.
slave and slave, bro.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's common slavery, bro. When you
Yeah.
look at it, bro, it's common slavery. It's new. I mean, and people think, oh, they're helping me. Oh, they're giving me this and giving me that. No, man.
Nah, man.
They're taking away your drive, your
Yeah.
dreams, your goals, and you just being complacent.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And they have an agenda literally for every other group of people except for black
Except us,
people.
because they don't need us, bro. They got us already.
Yeah,
You know,
we had a black president, and
You never notice.
was.
You never notice. You never notice when they doing the campaign. They
Right.
go to everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? They go to Little Havana. They go everywhere.
They go to
Right?
Havana first
They
quarter.
They don't worry about us.
Yeah,
They don't worry
Yeah.
about.
It's a new day, though.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these Democrat candidates are having serious problems attracting black voters, and that's because of the ones of us that are out there on the grassroots, myself included.
Yes.
You know, telling people withhold your vote.
Mm-hmm.
See, people think people died, so that I can have.
Nah, man.
People died so that you could have the right
yes,
to vote, but
Don't be a fool. and
don't be a
vote.
fool. Malcolm X said this. Malcolm X said this. Hey, you need to see what is being offered to you
yep,
and make an assessment.
that's right.
And if you listen, the last time I voted on ordinances and taxes and everything else. I left most of the candidates blank. The president, I left it blank. Neither of them earned my vote. And this is how we need to start thinking as a people. We need to start thinking in terms of voting in a mature capacity.
Yes.
I don't just vote for somebody because I like him. He wears a nice suit and he gives
Yeah.
a good speech and got
Good
a pretty family. That's nonsense.
Right.
That's how children think.
Right.
You
But also
understand?
too, our local ministers get bamboozled too. They get paid
they're the
off.
main ones.
They
Right.
get paid.
And they the ones. They the main ones.
that sell us out.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is.
The religious leaders.
Yes.
Yes.
And we got to start calling them out too.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, it's about policies. My friend Anthony Malcolm, shout out to Anthony Malcolm. He has a T-shirt, policies over personality.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what we need to get, because I got mad at some folks and I blasted some folks and let them have it online or whatever, because I put up a post, just kind of knocking people because they was talking about Michelle Obama and Oprah running for president. Oh, I vote for him. What do you know about how either of them would govern that tells you to go out here and say you would vote for
It's a
him?
popularity contest
Yeah.
when it comes down.
This
to
is not prom king and prom
Yeah.
queen.
It's a popularity.
You're talking about the presidency of your country.
Yeah.
You're talking about the people who are, the executive branch of the government. Even when you're voting for your senators, even when you're voting for your judges, you need to do your duty as a your civic duty
Your due
as
diligence.
a
You're supposed
citizen.
to do your due
Your
diligence.
to research this person, find out what they've done, how have they ruled,
Yeah.
what cases have they been involved in, what community activism, if any, have they been involved in. You need to be educated about the people who are running, because actually, if we're keeping it a buck, there's a saying that's all politics is local. And that just simply means that the most important politicians are the ones that are closest to you.
True.
Because they are passing the laws that will directly impact you.
True.
You understand? They have the influence over things that will directly impact you.
for years.
For years
to come.
For years to come. So what are you doing if you're not doing your due diligence and researching what these people have done, where they come from, what their worldview is, so forth and so on? If you haven't done that as a human being, then you're in dereliction of duty as a citizen.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't make the proper decisions, because at the end of the day, you're not informed enough to make the proper decision. So we need to really mature a great deal in that space, and allow ourselves, to have a more robust understanding of what it is, to be citizens and to participate in the political process.
Yeah.
It's not just as simple as, okay, I like this person. They give a pretty speech.
Yeah.
They're black like me. Herman Cain was black.
Yeah,
they-
my forever president.
Come on, bro.
They have a nice smile.
They got a nice
Yeah.
Hey man.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
I think as a people, man,
Yeah,
we need to
man.
also realize too, in every corner, every direction is a trap laid out for us. And we can't take nothing at face value anymore. We
Real
need to
talk.
really change that as a people. We need to be more aware of what's going on in our communities.
Yeah.
We need to speak up more against what's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We need to stop putting these idiots into pedestals. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Taking all the negativity and trying to make it seem as positive. You know, we need to start being truthful with one another, man, and say, when you're doing something wrong, hey, man, this is wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're taking advantage of, you know what I mean, of your
You
own
gotta
people.
call it out.
Yeah, man. You know, like for me, like I say, growing up, and we about to wrap it up. But growing up, man, I learned a lot of the bad stuff. I learned from music. Music introduced me to all the bad things that was going on.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Master P. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Then Jeezy came, and then another wave came out. It was like the second coming, boy. What? Would you say that?
We have a whole subgenre called trap music.
Man, listen here, bro.
That's crazy.
That's-
No other group of people has that, man.
Yeah.
But that's unfortunately that's just the way it goes for us as a people because we don't think for ourselves, and the money justified the means.
That has to change, man.
Well,
it has to change.
we-
We have a whole show that we did on celebrity worshiping. And, you know, that we talk about that a lot in that show. You know, how, you know, black people, we consume more media than any other group of people.
Of course.
More TV, more internet, more anything. And because we consume so much and we're not used to seeing other black people in these exalted positions, well, you know, we start to emulate them more so than any other group of people as well. You know, and so that's why it's particularly dangerous for some of these fools that you see out here to be out here, you know, ministering, you know, some of the messages that they have of death and destruction and so forth to our community, because our children are going to internalize it more.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You have a great thing going with the podcast that you have, you and
Thank
the
you.
fellas.
Yes.
And I want you to let the people know, man, where they can reach you at, you know what I'm saying, where they can follow you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can
Give
follow-
out the information,
For
please.
sure, for sure. Major Gage, you can find me on, Facebook at Major Gage, Instagram at Major Gage, Twitter at Major Gage, MG Manversations on is my actual Manversations page. The podcast is Manversations 2020. YouTube.com/@Manversations2020. And yeah, we getting it in over there.
And y'all make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah,
Yes.
subscribe, follow the
Follow.
brother. The brother's very intellectual.
Very intellectual.
As you can see, man, he's gamed up. So we
Gamed
want to
up.
thank you, man, for coming to the
Appreciate you,
podcast,
brother.
man, and sharing some
Appreciate
time
you,
with
Gage.
us. As
Yes.
always, it's a pleasure, man. And we want to remind the people out there, man, to please like, comment, subscribe, follow, and as always, man, leave. If you want to start a conversation with what we got going on, go into the comment, man. I'm pretty sure Gage will tell you where to get to them, man, right?
Yes.
How they can get to you directly
Yes.
if they want to continue the conversation, brother.
Definitely.
And
Major Gage on all platforms.
on all platforms, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And as always, Al, anything you want to tell the people, brother?
Hit the like button. It doesn't cost you a thing.
There you go.
Hit
There
the
you go.
like button and subscribe.
And
As always,
We
subscribe.
see you guys watching. Come on now, just show us some love.
As
We'll show
always,
some love
man,
right
it's
back.
love and it's always a pleasure, all right?
Shout out to
Peace.
you
Love y'all.
tomorrow today. Yo.
Yes,
All right.
You cannot take my mind. You cannot take my heart. You cannot take my soul. You cannot take my goals. You cannot stop my time. You cannot stop my grind. What's mine will always be mine. I was born to be a fighter, left alone in the fire. Had no one to come and save me. Had to learn I have to save me. Mama always told